Hey, I'm Kay, just a girl making ridiculously crazy builds in The Sims. Come check them out.
Welcome back to Sulani, where I said I was going to build another boat. And I didn't lie. I built a bigger boat. This one's Jack Sparrow's. It's not loading, which may cause problems for this one because it's triple the size. Sapphire Shores is the largest lot we have here to build on the water, so why not build a mini Titanic? And why not build a Rose and a Jack to go with it, right? Because, they go with it. This girl is giving off Rose vibes. Basically, I just gave her green eyes, red hair, and an updo, and she was like, I'm Rose. And I agree. So now all we really have to do is name Rose and change her clothes to a more Titanic-esque vibe. So we're going to call her Rose. DeWitt? No, we're going to go with Dawson because she changed her name. And this isn't the Titanic. This is the mini Titanic. The Titanic's long gone. Okay, so this is the mini version. And we're going to give Rose the last name of Dawson. And we're going to change her all up and make her look like she is still on the Titanic. With a little bit of, modern stuff going on. Because I really don't have a lot of, outfits that would fit that era. Actually, there's quite a few, but we're going to stick with this. This is Rose's winter gear, and that looks fine. Anyway, let's give her her aspirations. Rose, what do you aspire to be? She just wants to know everything, so that's great. That's her. And let's give her some skills from her past. Horse riding, because we know Jack told her to do that, so she likes that. She likes piano and she likes all this other stuff. Good for her. We're just going to quickly speed through the rest of it because you don't really care, right? No, you don't. You just want to see if I make her old. And guess what? I do, because Rose is no longer a youngin'. She's old. And now we're looking for Jack. Rose is done. Made her old. Jack, here we come. Who looks like Jack? You know what? This guy might look like Jack. I know what you're thinking. You're all thinking, no, he doesn't. But guess what? It's The Sims. You can change him up. So we're going to change this guy into Jack. And through the magic of filming, we're going to do that pretty quickly. So all we really have to do is tweak his skin color, his hair, his eyebrows, his nose, his mouth, basically all of his features. So I should have probably just built him from scratch, but we're here now, aren't we? And we are getting closer to Jack. Look at him. This guy's transforming into Leonardo. Look at him. Yep. That is Leo when he was in Titanic. 100%. Let's dress him in some clothes of the era. Like that, sure. Love the hat. Yep. Yep. All of it's not really suiting, but we got a few stuff like this. That looks like Jack. And we are naming you, obviously, Jack Dawson, because that's your name. And there you are. Now we'll just quickly give Jack some aspirations of life. Like, what is he? Oh, right, he's creative because he can paint and draw. Of course. He's an actor, obviously. And a bunch of other random stuff that I decided he likes. Like, does he like piano? No, he doesn't. You know what I never do? I never click that a sim dislikes something. I always just click what they like. I never click they dislike this. I don't like doing that. I don't know why. So if you haven't guessed it by now, we're going to make Jack a ghost. Because obviously this is the mini Titanic and he's from the Titanic that is no longer. So we need to make him the ghost that he is. So of course I picked death by drowning. And then I was like, wait a sec. No, he didn't drown. He froze to death. So unfortunately, we have to change it to he froze to death, and that's an option. So we picked that, and poor Jack now has frost coming off of his body, and he's frozen. All because Rose wouldn't move over on the door and let him on. So poor Jack is going to live with elderly Rose as a ghost. Now, I was thinking of adding some other characters from the movie, and then I was like, no, just Jack and Rose is good. And I was like, about to click it, and then I'm like, wait, she doesn't have her necklace. She's going to wear the heart of the ocean in this game, so I have to look for it. And I did find something sort of, not that. We're going to pick a different one. One that was sort of similar, like kind of. So we're just going to go with every outfit and put this necklace on and pretend like she's wearing it all the time. And now we have Rose and Jack. Works out great. Now, of course, Jack never had any money. It was all just Rose. So we have to use what Rose has left at her elder age and move them in across the street because they can't afford the mini Titanic. It's a luxury liner. So let's move them in over here and we'll just mother load them up and take a look at the Titanic as we do that. There's Jack Sparrow's boat. And if we spin around and fly up in the sky, we can see the Titanic that's hiding back there in the Caribbean because that's where the mini Titanic is stranded. You have to admit it though, this is a pretty cool build. I'm not just tooting my own foghorn here. This is pretty cool. It's a mini Titanic. What's not to love? Anyway, of course there's a bunch of glitches and crud that happens, which I'm going to show you because I don't hide that stuff. I'm going to show you the annoying parts. But for the most part, it's pretty cool. And I'm going to show you 2 of the levels because I almost have them completed. And why not show you now? Because I know you're curious. And then next week's video will show you the entire thing because I'm hoping it'll be done by then. But I can't make any promises because this is taking a really long time. Anyway, there's my attempt at a grand staircase on an angled floor. Because of course I had to build the Titanic angled on this lot to get the maximized amount of space for building. Plus, when you build on an angle, your hallways are like a little extra bit bigger. Everything's like a slightly, like 1/2 a square bigger. Not 1/2, just half a square bigger. Anyway, it makes for great boat building, in my opinion. And yes, I did stick that ridiculous looking dance floor from the new pack. New kit? Maybe it's a new kit. The Bridgerton kit? Anyway, if you haven't noticed by now, there are some posts sticking in the wall from the ceiling. Which when I swing back here, boop, 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 I'm pretty sure I circle them and show you with the mousey. Yep, see that? Those are from the smokestacks above. They're poking through the ceilings. So that was unexpected. So just so you know, builds aren't perfect. They have stuff like that. Now another annoying part here is it's clipped around the skylight here. As you can see, it's supposed to be circular, but of course it has etched it out with straight lines because The Sims is just like, no, I'm gonna do this. It also did that with the railing back here that's curved. If you look up from below, it has done straight lines down there as well to angle it off, which is annoying. Anyway, up here, I've done just one grand master suite. So there's a bedroom, a sitting room, over here goes back outside, and over here actually goes into a toilet room that's separate from the tub area. So in here's the master suite, which we need to work on the lighting still. The bed and these 2 posts that I just pointed at didn't show up when I re-logged into the game. Anyway, I also shoved a tub back here and I'm hoping they can fit in that little crevice there to get into it. We're going to test that next week's video and see. Hopefully, cross your fingers. I think they can. Anyway, another thing here, when you do this curved wall here into a straight wall, you can see that little line doesn't line up there. But I think it's all right for this build. I think that's not a problem, so we kept it. Again, I've done some different levels with some platforms just to kind of give it more of a boat look, where you can walk up, because of course the Titanic sort of had that look to it where you could take steps up to another level. So we've done that. So just hovering over the area of the skylight, and of course the door over here is missing, so I added that back. Now, some stuff just disappears or it glitches when you go back into your game. That just happens, and unfortunately, you can't do anything about it. I have tried to rebuild this skylight in many different ways to get it to clip properly, but it's just too much information going on. I've built a very informative build, and the game's like, don't do that. That's annoying. So another thing that happened, which I didn't notice at first, I noticed it after, so I couldn't go back and undo it and try and fix it at the time, is it glitched and put the floor pattern outside of this curve. Now, before I had put the floors on this build, I had actually built the entire exterior. I should have saved it. That was dumb, but I didn't. The floor was not sticking out like this. It actually looked perfect and was great. It was until I stuck that tile on and then it did that. Now that whole back piece is one piece. I tried deleting it, like that elevated part here. I tried deleting it. I tried deleting just the floor. So many different things that they say you can do to fix it. None of them worked. Okay, none. So I just had to deal with it. You can put vines over top of that to hide it. I did do that and I looked at it and thought it looked ridiculous, so I took them off. Anyway, I've also fully stranded the boat onto the island here, as you can see from the base. It is going right down into the sand. She just drove right up, full speed ahead, and landed here. That's how I drive boats. Anyway, it would be super awesome, actually, if you could build a boat and drive it around in The Sims. I know you can jet ski and there's the other boat you can use, but how cool would it be if you built your own houseboat and you could actually drive it? Like, let's put that. I mean, I know they've got a lot of other things that we're waiting for, like spiral staircases, but why not just give us boats that we can build and move ourselves? Do that too. Now I am just going around taking a look at all the windows and doors and every detail that I remember putting into it, just because of course when you load it up again, sometimes things are missing, and I've noticed a few things were, but everything looks like it's in place, I think. So we're good to continue on with the tour here. Now on this side of the boat, I did build a giant platform here that's meant to look like, what am I trying to say? It's meant to look like a ramp. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm hoping my sim can go up this platform staircase ramp that I've built. Sometimes my sims can do it and sometimes they can't. I don't know why, but whatever. I build it and hope they can. Anyway, if they can't, they can go in this door down here at the bottom, which is for steerage and the third class levels of the boat. So if all else fails, the hoity-toity first class people can go in the bottom. No problem. Now the opposite side here, I did put a bunch of ladders everywhere so you can access all areas of the boat, except of course one part of the top roof over there, but you don't need to get up there anyways, so relax, it's fine. Anyway, let's take a look again at the upper floor of the captain's area. There are 2 bunk rooms up there with washrooms, and there's the grand staircase area and the first class stateroom, which is just 1 room because we don't need more than that. And then we had the dining room, the grand staircase, the ballroom, and a sitting room. And then the second class level will be here, and then down here will be the third class level with some steerage stuff and storage and some other things. I don't know. You'll have to come back and find out because I still have to fix all of this area. This is just the pre-planning portion. So we are about halfway done this build, and I'm hoping by next week I'm going to add some stuff on the outside deck here too, some storage things, make it look like they're finally about to take off to the high seas. And I'm also thinking of putting a ticket booth. What do you think? I think I should do it. Anyway, mini Titanic. Here we go.
Let's go.